All right, everyone. Sorry for the wait here. We're getting people all connected here, and already looking like two people disconnected again. All right, so we'll be continuing our stream here of people disconnecting, coming back in, but we'll get it figured out as we go. So anyway, this is the third session for the Tanares RPG. We're back here again with, let me cut over here to the video of everyone. We got Michael here, our GM again, and we got Husbus here who is playing Caldriff. We got Adria who is Revel. We got Cantus who is playing Gaknak, and then myself as Molo. So we'll be continuing on today. Whenever you're ready to go again, Michael.
Okay, let's see if they connect so we can start.
I should be just about there. It's spinning.
Yeah, we must have some like setting or something that is allowing us to like not be disconnected. It's got to be something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like some port that's open that other people don't have.
Maybe.
I should be in just selecting my character. Okay, I'm back.
I'm reconnecting as well. Sorry if there's
We see ya.
moving sounds. I didn't have connection issues the first time we played, and the first time we played I had the webcam. So I'm going to assume it's the webcam
It's the
that causes all
webcam.
the issues. If I have the webcam up, I should be fine, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe.
Except Kyle's head is on the entire time, but.
Okay. Well, when we last ended our session, you all arrived at the Phantom Fortress. You talked with the lieutenant that was issued by Taran to inform you all that the teams would gather to the Phantom Fortress after the collapse of the highway, the portal highway to the capital. And the lieutenant was about to show you all the room where you would spend the night. As the lieutenant accompanied you all, uh, he brings you all first to the forge, and he says, "Oh, while uh, you are all still tired, it would gain you all some time if you engraved your weapons with Karadur. Um, you have a symbol ready? If so, you would be the first one of the teams to have your weapons engraved. It would uh, gain us some time. Let me show you the forge." And he escorts you all to the forge on the fortress. Let me show you all the map. He brings you all over a couple of stairs and enters on this first map you see and into the direction of the blacksmith forge. As you all enter there, you see a man smiting with a hammer. I will show his image here. This is the guy. Um, As you approach and enter the forge, he looks at you all while still hitting the hammer on a piece of iron and says, "Oh, the first team arrived, and you have all decided what your team is all about, and I can place your symbols on your weapons and other metal pieces. If you all need some other kind of equipment, you can wait for the other artisans to reach the fort." And he looks at you all expectantly.
Hmm. Yes, I believe our symbol is of knowledge.
You can can show me it, or make an example so I can engrave it. Oh, and prepare the weapons, armors, shields, and whatever you need. This is an arcane empowered forge. I will be able to do the work in just a couple hours.
That's pretty fancy.
Imbolo, weren't you working on a scribble that you liked?
Yeah, let me pull it up. Let's see. We're going back through. Hold on. I'll cut over the stream so you all can see it. Um,
Now, where would that go on a rapier? Because a rapier blade is pretty small.
all right. People on the stream can see it. I hold up the banner image. It is looks like two A's, and it's got like the moon symbol of Baron and the sun symbol of Tarim. I always forget the other god's name.
Bauron Tamara.
Yeah. Yeah. So and then it's kind of like in a banner type shape. So it's got like an arrow type shape with a triangular shape at the bottom.
Okay, let me play.
I
It's
just
it's
reposted it in the message, the group chat.
yeah, it's in our.
All right. Yeah, I showed it on stream. It's just you guys probably don't see it.
Let me see if I can get it on Fantasy Grounds.
That's some beautiful penmanship you have.
It's one of my true hobbies and loves to explore and do different things and gain knowledge in all kinds of areas.
Have you worked on any self-portraits?
No, not about self.
Darn, I could have used a beauty shot.
Okay, and everyone are seeing the banner on the Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, as you show Karadur the banner, he looks close. He takes to look closer, and oh, it's an amazing symbol with a lot of meaning that you guys are sure to have. He stops talking for a moment and looking for his words. Um, well, you all believe to be reaching for the skies.
Start somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Impressive and brave of you all. Ah, I will smith it on the pieces you all want. You can leave the gear with me and get it by the morning.
All right.
I will leave a rapier with him.
I'm gonna leave the whole kit and caboodle. My chainmail. Which how do you put a thing on a chainmail? You know what? That's for the
You
smith to figure out.
Yeah.
I'll leave him the chainmail, and I assume there's got to be like a little plate on like a shoulder or something like that.
Yeah.
So plate.
Like a belt buckle.
Yeah, like buckles or something. There's got to be something there with a fairly flat piece of metal.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'll give him the chainmail, my shield, and my sword.
And I'll leave my chest piece as well.
The webcam didn't make it stay connected.
It didn't?
No.
And then I'll pass along my ice wand, I guess, and yeah.
Okay, Cactus, come on. You need to
Oh,
help.
I can leave
you need to
my
help make
my
this
set
stay
of leather
connected.
armor too.
You have to help us make this stay connected. Okay, Cat? You can help, right?
He looks at all the armors and weapons and replies, "Oh, this not shouldn't take more than an hour. If you all want to wait here, or if you are tired, you can get it by the morning. Let me start working." And he picks your scheme and starts to get some metal to mold.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty pooped.
Yeah, I could use a rest.
Me
Pretty
too.
jealous of his hair, actually. You know, I wish I could grow gold locks like that.
Oh, hello, Oreo.
The lieutenant looks at you all and, "Oh, let me escort you all to your room then." And as you
Oh,
can
right, I'm
see,
gloomy right now.
as you can
Oh.
see on the map here, and he shows you the room marked with an X. I don't know if
There's a
everyone
lot of
see it.
restricted rooms here, huh?
Okay, so it's the room just north of the forge.
Yep. Oh well, rest well. By tomorrow, we believe things with the trials will be solved, and maybe you all be able to get the fight on the arena.
Exciting. Looking forward to it.
Sweet.
Yes.
The other teams will be here soon. We ask for you all to not walk around at night. And
What
as
about if
this
I have to go to
mini,
the bathroom?
oh, if necessary, there is uh, somewhere you can use downstairs, not here.
Ah,
But
I see. There's a
well,
window too, so we're all right.
yeah,
Well, you
he
might
looks
be.
at you and with a strange look and well, hope you all enjoy the night. And he
Thank you.
leaves the door and closes it behind him.
I think this is our first time sharing a room together. You guys okay with this?
Doesn't look like we have much of a
It's-
choice.
It's a small room with space for 4 people to sleep. There's two row beds, and that's about it.
Keep your tentacles on the other side of the room.
So I get a bed to myself then? Maybe my tentacles.
Are you looking to
Oh, wait.
share?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
No.
there's bunk beds, so you can.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Bunk beds. All right.
I don't know if it's preferable to have the tentacles on the top bunk or the bottom bunk.
The tentacle is gone. That mutation has been run its course
Uh,
for now.
what you see, what you see on the room is 2 bunk beds, 2 chests, and a small table with a chair and some candles. That's all there is to it, and a window.
Bathroom window. Okay.
You all gonna do something or just gonna to sleep?
Is there anything else we need to do, or are we just looking to rest?
Some scrolls I can identify from our fight with the witch way back when.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm pretty depressed. I'm probably just gonna go to bed.
So you want to see a failed roll and then get a good chuckle out of that?
Maybe. That's about the only thing that'll make me not be sad, not be gloomy. I'm like Eeyore with random bouts of laughter right now.
I can go enter a drinking competition. I'll roll bad, you can laugh, it's fine.
Okay, you can roll to identify the scrolls.
And that's what roll is that? Sorry, guys. Is that just int?
Witness
Arcana.
Arcana?
Arcana? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's Arcana.
23.
Nailed it.
Okay.
It's from a while ago, right? What was on that old
You
scroll?
can
Yeah.
you can decipher the scrolls. They are written on a strange calligraphy, so it's a bit messy to understand them. But after you get the gist of it, it becomes clear. There is 3 scrolls of cure wounds, 1 scroll of thunder weave, 1 scroll of web, and 1 scroll of locate animals and plants.
Hmm.
And that's it.
I guess the
Those-
Cure Wounds scroll goes to the cleric.
Yes. So it's Cure Wounds, Web, Locate
The thunder
Animal,
wave.
Thunderwave. Okay, that was the one I missed.
Yep.
Thunderwave. Right, and Bolo, here's some scrolls of Cure Wounds.
The
It's
thunder wave scroll is at the 2nd level.
Okay.
so it's 3 cure wounds.
Yep, they'll be just level 1. Straight up level 1. But it won't cost you a spell slot.
Okay.
Well, that was very handy. I guess I'm ready to rest now.
Me too. I mean, me too.
Okay. As you all go to sleep, each one of you has a strange and ominous dream. First, you feel wet. It's blood pouring from your mouth and drenching your blue robes. You have no teeth, a sharp, acid pain in your limbs, and then your body, and then your soul, as goblins endlessly torture you with daggers, while others, mounted on golden dragons, fly by and watch. Then a wizard comes to your rescue. With the wave of one hand, you all fly away. You feel safe, but not for long, as the mage falls into an open slit of a gigantic canyon. As you widen your view, you see it's not a fissure on the ground, but the vertical pupil of a gigantic, raging eye. You wake up in your room. Its isolation in the fortress make it nearly impossible to hear what's going on beyond the thick walls, but you sense the buzz of activity. Something tells you all that other teams have already arrived at the fort. You all feel a bit strange with this dream as you wake up almost at the same time. And Revel, you feel even stranger. You feel that something is lingering within you. The penumbral plane power. By this time, you normally would have recovered from your usage of your powers,
Mm-hmm.
but today's sleep didn't do that to you.
So I
You,
don't recover my insanity.
yep,
Do I keep my madnesses too?
yes.
All right, so I'm still gloomy and maniacal.
And it's not normal. This never happened to you. Something's really off, as if the penumbral plane still lingers within you all.
Are we healed?
Yep,
Oh,
you
okay.
regain the HP normally, just reveal that feels her connection was not severed with the penumbral plane.
Oh, lucky her. Mm. Oh man,
Is
I
it
had the
though?
worst dream.
Yeah, it started out. I thought that Cauldriff might have missed the window.
Mm,
It hurt like daggers, man. It hurt like daggers.
the goblins.
Oh no.
I think we might have some after effects of that plane we took yesterday. I don't know if
Yeah.
I want to go there again.
Yeah, that place sounded not fun.
Yeah, normally there aren't after effects,
Hmm.
but I have not fully recovered from this trip yet.
And I'm sure there's not normally tentacle dragons either.
Nope. That is
Yes,
an unusual thing.
you never seen something that big or that powerful, and you've seen very bad things on the penumbral plane. So maybe it's had some lingering effect.
Yeah.
Well, we should probably go get our gear.
Breakfast? Yeah. Oh, gear, right. Then food.
Always want to be prepared.
Okay, you all gonna go to the forge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Sorry to find out we lost
who
all
is
our gear.
opening?
Yeah, right.
Who is opening the Who is opening the door?
Yep.
I'll open the door.
Okay, Revel, as you open the door, you feel like it's jammed. Something is in the way of you opening it. It opens out of the room.
I give it a bit of a harder shove.
Okay, roll strength.
All right.
Party is not built for rolling strength.
Nope.
Oh, you cannot fully open it, but you open it a bit,
He's
enough
just closed for the day.
to reveal what is blocking the way, and you see a, someone resting against the door.
Someone's resting against the door, like leaning against it.
Yep, it it may you see its shoulder on the ground. It's either lying there or
Can I
Hello?
can I fit my hand through to poke him in the shoulder?
yes.
I'm gonna poke them. Hello.
As you touch it, you feel the rigor mortis of the body, and
Uh-oh.
it's pretty clear to you that's a dead person there.
Guys, I think we have to climb out the window. Hopefully it's not messy.
Or somebody else can try pushing the door. I can't get it, but someone else might be able to push it open.
Someone with a lot of strength.
Yeah, someone with a bit more strength.
Gagnak?
You're a giant, aren't you?
Yeah, but I only have like.
Gaknak uses brains. Gaknak doesn't use brawn.
Oh my god. All right, I
I think
guess.
our cleric might be the strongest.
All right, I guess I'll shove against the door there.
We can
Let's,
help.
Yeah, I
Yep.
can work smarter, not harder.
Yeah,
I
right.
use my brains to put on my armor, so I feel like I can use my brains to open this door.
That's the
Okay,
spirit.
you can. If
You're gonna
if
talk
there
the
is
door to opening?
Somehow I talk the armor into getting onto my body, so I assume there's some level of magic involved.
yes,
So I'm hoping I can channel that magic into the door. Can I use
No.
my... Wow.
you
Can
have
I...
you have as he's helping you, Mbolo, you have advantage on this roll, so you
All
can
right.
roll again.
Thank God.
Oh,
All
it's
right.
much better.
There
Okay,
you go.
as you help Mbolo, Geknek and Mbolo are able to push the door open.
It's a push door, Mbolo, not a pull door.
Oh.
See, that's where the brains come in.
Someone wrote the sign backwards.
Yeah.
You see,
You gotta
an
look at the
old
hinges. You gotta look at the hinges. The signs, sometimes they can be messed up. You gotta look at the hinges. That's where the brains are there.
you see an old woman lying on the ground, clearly dead. It's hard to say what draws your attention first. A gold-plated dagger is inserted in the middle of her stomach, from which a dark stain spreads across her long dark blue vest, sprinkled with stars. The stain becomes more vividly red upon reaching the stone floor and trails towards the west corner of the corridor, as if she had crawled there or was dragged. The victim's eyes are wide and her body is stiff. Her index fingers stick out from her rigidly closed right hand, which leans against the door. Her left hand is firmly closed in a fist and holds a piece of smooth beige fabric. You see a blue brush pinned close to her heart. It's the number 3 white, written in white.
Perhaps she was part of the third team. Can I use detect magic around that dagger that's in the chick? Should I be worried about that?
Yes,
Thinking
you
about
can.
grabbing the dagger because I don't have a weapon right now, and that's literally the only thing I can do. Is
You
stab things.
Never
you
leave a
get
weapon.
I still have my daggers. I kept them.
Oh, I
Okay,
went all in.
you take the dagger or not.
We'll wait and see what this detect magic may do. See if it shows us anything.
Okay. Um, as you check the dagger, you end up looking at the wound. You can make a wisdom medicine check if you want.
Wisdom medicine. Okay.
Okay.
13.
Uh, uh, there's nothing strange about the wound, but the dagger is also not magical in any way. But there's something about it. You can
Yeah.
see a symbol on the dagger engraved on it, and it's your symbol, your
Oh
team symbol.
no.
We're being framed.
And
Well,
as you
Still
look,
Gagnak,
taking
it's safe to take. You can pull it if you want.
Okay, I'm still taking the dagger. I still want at least something that I can stab something with if I need to. But
okay,
I'm
so
not
Geknek,
much.
you're
I
taking
will
the
pull the
dagger.
dagger. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh,
That's
this is a bad idea.
No,
that's
I
how
already
that's
detected
how they
magic. There's
get
no
you.
magic afoot.
Yeah,
You
well,
you
Your
take the
DNA.
dagger. It's
you're
got your
supposed to check the
fingerprints.
dagger. You're supposed to check the dagger for magic, not the foot. I'm sorry. That was a terrible joke.
Um, you can also see some blood at the door now that you are looking at the old scene, and there is 4 letters written in blood.
What do the letters say? Or what letters are they?
Oh, wrong button.
It reads Ravel without the L. Rave.
What?
So it's R-A-V-L?
Rave. Rave.
Oh, rave.
As you can see, it should, the person was trying to write Ravel.
Ah.
Was that the dead body person trying to write it? The dead person trying to
Yeah.
write it out, or was it someone else?
You see there is blood at her index finger.
Okay.
Looks like she was trying to say something.
I feel like knocking would have been quicker.
Yeah. Why would she try to write my name?
What
Unless
were
you just
you
wanna try
doing
to-
last night?
I was sleeping and having a nightmare.
But one of her tentacles got loose.
Likely story.
Do you think anyone here does mind magic and brainwashed any of us?
Maybe.
Does anybody
What
have this? Bolo, do you have the spell Speak with Dead?
No.
Nope.
Nope, I got... Nope, none of that.
Well, should we go to the forge and see if our weapons are?
Yeah, let's check in on Cordula Smith,
Yep. And we can
who
tell him what happened.
also happens to be a blacksmith.
And we don't see anyone else at this point, right? Like there's just the dead body, no one else is around.
You can hear people walking and talking over the fort, but there is no one exactly at this part of the corridor.
I've seen a lot of. I've heard a lot of horror stories. Do we need to move the body? Do we?
You can hear footsteps of armored, probably guards walking, um, but they are not coming in this direction.
What what race is she, by the way?
Human.
Okay.
You can see her. Let me try
Oh, there's
to
a picture?
her. Yes. Let me try to find her. Tour. Oh, nice. She's the only one I didn't place.
So she looks like a human. We got it.
Okay, let's get her. We get her.
And I got Cedric over here.
That reminds me, I still need to email about my Cedric.
Oh yeah.
My amputee Cedric.
Here.
He probably does better with one hand.
Yeah.
But he doesn't get to do his multi-strike attack.
No, he can kick.
Yeah, you could kick. Yeah. Rend with his back claws.
Prehensile tail.
Here.
Michael's looking for that.
She's here.
Ah, there you go.
You see some middle-aged woman, um, She has several earrings and a vest that exposes her long neck. She keeps her hair in a circular boom and dresses in well-tailored clothing with an excellent fit. You can see several tattoos of arcane symbols over her skin, and they are pretty intricate and uh, made with such a mastery that it's hard to know which part of the tattoos are artistic and which part are an arcane focus of some kind. And it's pretty clear that she's some kind of wizard or similar.
And doesn't look familiar to any of us, eh?
Nope, no one of you has ever seen her.
Okay.
So on to the forge for now.
Hmm.
I don't know what to do. Do we call for help?
Good question.
As far as I'm concerned, whatever we do isn't gonna matter. Stuff's gonna suck no matter what.
Well, let's be prepared. Let's be prepared for sucking, and let's go take a look at the forge.
I agree. We should go
Sure.
to the forge because I
Sure.
want to have some of my equipment just in case some stuff goes down.
Yeah. I forgot my skill check should have actually been a 10, but that's okay.
Well, you got the killer's weapon there.
I'll use it to defend myself just in case my stuff is gone from the forge.
Well, now they're gonna implicate you.
Just keep it hidden for now. We'll be fine.
That's fine. I'll hide it in them if necessary.
I mean, if the blacksmith doesn't recall being given that dagger to inscribe with our symbol, then, or doesn't remember inscribing it, that might help
And
us.
if anyone wants to go take a peek too, I can make someone invisible for a little march.
Because it's not like one of our weapons, right?
Nope.
No,
Oh.
it's a
So
golden dagger.
he put that symbol on someone else's dagger after we left.
It might not have been him.
Well, who else? He's the only person that saw our symbol.
You might have
Yeah.
like an apprentice or something like that.
Yeah, we gave him a piece
Or
of
he
paper.
could have put the symbol on the equipment and then left the equipment there, and then someone else could have gone in after or something.
Yeah.
So again,
don't
let's
know.
investigate the forge. Let's.
Yep.
Sure.
Yes. Let's
Yep.
head to the
Let's
forge.
do it.
Okay. You guys leave in direction of the forge. It's pretty close where your room is. As you get closer, you can hear the clang of the metal. It seems the smith is still working. And as you get inside, you see Karadur smithing something, and uh, he seems a bit tired, and he's getting some pieces of gear on top of some tables. Oh, uh, your pieces are there on that table. You can pick.
Cordua, did you use our symbol on anybody else's gear? Or only ours?
Oh, of course not. Only the ones you gave me.
And you didn't show that symbol to anyone else?
No,
I got
you
another
can see
question.
they are covered in leather.
I got another question.
I'm gonna go,
Did
and
you
while they're
hear-
talking, I'm gonna get all my stuff and put it on.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea too. But I want to the lady's in his front office, right? Or did I misunderstand where she was dead?
No, she was dead in front of our room.
Oh, dead in front of our room. Okay.
Yeah, down the hall. So if you look at the picture, it's on the north side of the building.
Yeah. The picture has disappeared from my screen again.
Oh, it did?
let
Oh,
me-
because
It's
you
okay. I can bring it
disconnected.
back up. I'll just there we go.
It's on the X.
Yeah.
So it's not that far away.
No.
Yep, it's pretty close to the forge.
All right, so
Did he work through the night? Is that why he's tired?
Yeah, you appear tired, man. What's up?
Been taking the other requests from the other teams. They arrived early at morning, so I took some quick hours of sleep this night.
Did you do any work for Team 3?
Oh yes, some pieces and for all the other teams.
Did you meet a wizard from their team?
Wizard. I don't know if any one of them was a wizard. There is a dwarf, but a woman and some others, but I don't know if any of them were a wizard.
was she an older, fancy-looking lady?
Oh, yes, I see someone that maybe this woman you talk about. They may have more than one of them. I haven't seen all of their team members. But what is this all about? I don't like talking about the other teams. He gets another piece of iron and starts hammering.
Everyone's deep in thought here. Hmm.
If Nope, sorry, I got nothing.
I kind of want to ask him. Was there any? Did any of them give you a dagger to I'm going to say embroider, even though that's not the right word.
A
Engrave.
golden dagger. Does that
Engrave.
ring a bell?
Golden dagger. I have made many daggers. Oh, you mean the one I made for you? Oh,
Ah.
I already give you that dagger.
Who did you give it to?
I don't
Which
know.
one
One
was-
of you. I don't know.
We
if
all look
you,
relatively distinct.
No, you are. Someone of you were cloaked and come here and asked for a dagger to be engraved.
So anyone
Your
comes
kid-
with a cloak and you just gave them their stuff? Like,
Oh
Well,
no,
they-
he
So
gave me a dagger and he was one of
He-
you. I just
interesting.
engraved.
interesting.
As-
He gave you a dagger. The name on that was never mind. I'm talking madness. It's fine.
we all had a very
Rattled?
rough night.
confused. Then you hear some steps behind you all, and you see a guard, an officer, an iron hand officer. He looks at you all and, oh, I was searching for you all. Please come with me at once.
Okay.
I'll
What what is it you need?
Let's get to your room first.
Nothing.
Our room, I think we were actually all feeling really hungry. Can we go talk at the breakfast hall?
No. I
Damn.
believe you all need to explain why there is a body in front of your room.
Well, that's a good question because we were all inside our room last night, so we couldn't have barricaded ourselves inside of our room. Right? We had to force the door open. How could we have propped up the body against the door if we were all inside?
I don't think he's saying we've done it yet. I think he's just saying that there's a body.
we're
But
trying to figure out what happened to this body too.
yeah,
Yes.
I'm feeling kind of accused here.
For now, there is highly suspicion about one of you, not all,
Which one?
but
Is it the one that's
Not
missing
me. I'm
an
not
L?
suspicious at all.
let's get to your room first, and then you can explain what happened to me.
All right. We
What
can
happened to
explain
you?
to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, show. I mean,
He looks
nothing.
at
No, yeah, no, yeah.
He looks at
Okay.
you with a stern face and and
I'm sorry,
continues to
officer.
walk.
I make inappropriate jokes in stressful situations. I make inappropriate jokes in non-stressful situations too, but that's beside the point.
Okay, so I guess we all
Yeah.
follow along. Let's go.
I don't think
see
we
if
have much of a choice.
I'm
Yeah,
still going to
let's-
grab all of my
Yep.
equipment. I'm going to put on my
Yeah, I'm putting on
chainmail
mine
while
too.
explaining.
Okay, you finish
Just, like,
grabbing the gear
dancing
and
around,
run
pulling
behind
chainmail up.
the officer, and you get to the front of the room. You see another guard standing there near the body. Um, please explain exactly what happened here and why you were all on the forge instead of calling the guards.
Well, I woke up this morning and I tried to leave the room and the door was stuck. So I tried to push it a bit more and it turned out it was stuck because this person was here. So we, forced the door open so we could take a better look.
They had a piece of paper with the letter 3 on it, and we thought maybe were involved with one of the teams here. So we thought we'd talk to the blacksmith and just see if they could help us out, figure out what happened.
You are on a military installation, and you, instead of talking with one of the guards, you will talk to a blacksmith.
We were very tired last night.
In my defense, I thought I was at the blacksmith place when we found the body. In my defense, so
Well-
they also had that dagger there.
what dagger?
What? What are you talking about?
I don't know what dagger you're talking about. But yeah, actually, to be fair, I will pull out the dagger cautiously. I'm not going to be all like sha. It'll be more of a just like a this dagger was used and it had our symbol. So we wanted part of the reason why we went to the blacksmith is because we noticed that our team symbol had been engraved on this dagger, which belongs to none of us. None of us have a golden plated dagger. None of us had one to begin with. So we wanted to find out why somebody's trying to make it look like we murdered somebody in front of our room. Upside for us, again, as I said previously, how could we have barricaded ourselves in our own room? We're being framed.
The
This is
dead
just like the
body
door.
seems to imply one of you here. Look at the letters.
Well, we
Literally
did
anybody can write something.
did speak with the blacksmith about the dagger, and he said that a cloaked figure came and asked him for it. A male cloaked figure came and asked him for it. As you can see,
And it
if-
says
So-
Rave. Nobody in our group is named Rave.
So at least two persons of your group are involved then.
I disagree. That if anything, again, I'm going to harp on the fact that we were barricaded in our room by this body. That's not possible. If the four of us were in there, we could not have been involved in this. Somebody is setting us up.
And this too, he points to her hand. And he takes her hand a bit and shows one of the team numbers, but with one of your team numbers. Each one of you show your badge with the number.
were we
What-
given badges?
Yes.
I forgot about the badge thing.
When the guy walked in.
I will show my
Alright.
badge.
I'll
Where-
show the badge as
Reach
well.
into our badge pocket.
One,
I thought mine was
one
on my
of
shoulder
you-
piece, but
Yeah, one of you lost the badge, remember? At the penumbral plane.
I don't remember who that was.
I don't remember that either.
Well, it might have been me. I got knocked out. I did not do well in there.
It was a
Yep,
dark
I don't-
day.
You
Yeah, I don't remember someone losing one either.
yes, you when you fall, you're the first one that made the rolls. Remember, you are the only one that rolled, and you have no badge with you, and you notice that now.
Caldrift?
Yeah,
Sorry, who
me?
is?
It's
Yeah.
Caldrift that
Is
you're
it
talking
Caldrift?
about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So guys, I don't know my badge is missing.
Hmm.
He did say he was gonna use the window for things.
Hey now. uh,
If you're missing your badge, then it means you don't have it.
This means that probably you and this woman are both the killers here.
And that seems awfully circumstantial. Um, can we check the window? Because Caldrift was in our room when we woke up this morning. Let's check the window and see if there's any signs of anybody saying climbing in, because that's the only other way into the room. And
Okay.
if Caldrift and Ravel were involved in the murder, again, I have to harp on the fact that how could they have gotten in the room and then propped the body against the door?
We don't know that yet, but maybe he, she
That's a
was killed. He points to the trail of blood
Mhm,
over there, and you
mhm.
and her
and then
tough
and then
thought that
dragged
no,
and then
maybe
dragged.
she wake up and dragged herself to the place of her killer and left
Let's see this
its name.
location then where she got killed.
We can do that. And for now, I need to arrest you too. You'll be cuffed, but as we don't have a way of making any judgment here, you will be kept with the others with our surveillance until later this afternoon, where the portal to the capital can be reestablished and we may bring you all to a jury.
Hmm.
While that, you have my permission to help investigate this issue as you claim you are being framed. I too have my suspicions, but for now you are all the main culprits.
Fort belongs to like the Empire, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I trust the process. I trust you guys to figure it out. I'll gladly go with them.
You're not very familiar with the Empire, are you?
Done great things for my family, okay?
You will
So,
be judged fairly, and we will investigate the issue. If your claim is that you are all being framed, let's see if you can find proof of that.
All right, let's go find where the murder happened then. The suspected location.
Yep.
It
No, I'm
saddened me
pretty
to
doom and gloom about everything right now. So
She's like,
we
oh.
in normal circumstances we would have way more idle hands here to deal with this and other officers to investigate the issue. But our hands are kind of tied right now. There is very few of us. So that's why I'm giving you the opportunity to come with me and investigate this. Let's see what we can find. Investigation is not my specialty, but I will help as I can, and I will testify the truth what I find during this investigation to the jury.
What is your name?
I'm the name that the DM forget to. Head
Loyal
bad
sir.
boy.
Iron
Bob.
Hand officer is what we know so far.
Let's see.
Iron Hand Bob.
I usually go with Frank, Hans if they're German.
Hans,
For now, he's Lieutenant Hans.
Lieutenant Hans.
Hans.
Hans. All right. All right, Hans, take us to location of the suspected murder.
Okay, and so you all will follow the trail of blood. Uh,
Actually, in the trail of blood, um, it would have very clear markings whether if she was dragged or if she crawled herself to
Yeah.
the location. Can I roll an investigation looking at the trail of blood to see whether it has like the footprints, or not the footprints, like the heel marks in the trail, as if she was
yes,
being dragged?
yes, you can roll.
That button. Unable to open widget using wildcard link because no module containing that link. Okay, we're just gonna do this then. Shabam!
You can input a modifier too. Oh,
I did.
You got it.
14.
Okay,
I was trying to be fancy and use the investigation thing. Sorry.
it's not conclusive. There is not a big trail of a massive amount of blood, but um, a small one. And if she crawled with her legs half open, it's possible that it's a crawl or a drag. Uh, Depends on how it was made. So you cannot be 100% sure, but probably she was dragged.
Okay.
You
Put
can
that one in the
point
back of
that
my head.
to
I will
the
point that
item.
out to the guard, to Hans, Lieutenant Hans.
He
Hans.
takes a look and he heard your explanation. I'm not sure about that, but I can testify about what I saw, and there the specialists may confirm your theory.
Yep.
Okay, you all keep following the trail, and it
Which direction
goes
are we going?
over to the stairs
Okay.
and into the library.
Okay, so it goes.
Is that upstairs? Yeah, that's
Is it upstairs or
upstairs.
downstairs?
That's upstairs.
Up. Okay.
So
Oh,
it's upstairs
yeah.
and right around the corner.
Crawling downstairs with a gut wound like that,
That'd be difficult.
that would be very difficult.
All right, so we go into the library.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, as you enter, this seems to be a more reserved area for studies. Further away from the bookshelves to your right, where a closet stands near the door, the room is very dark except for a candle that burns on the desk to your left, next to some parchment and a pen. There is a closed window opposite to the door. A blue robe hangs on the back of a chair turned halfway between the desk and the window, 5 feet away from the desk. You can see the desk, the chair with the habit, a closet, a window, and some things on the top of the desk.
What's on the
The
desk?
blood gets closer to the desk and ends there. And you find over the desk an incomplete letter, and you can roll a perception check.
Alright. Is that basically the same as dexterity?
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Um,
wisdom.
Oh, it's wisdom?
Can
Yeah.
I be a little bit more
Alright, so it'll be
proactive
plus one
in that
more, so 10.
and
Yes,
roll an investigation instead of a perception?
you can. You can.
What does a roll higher than 10 look like?
Uh, Bolo found this letter as he was the first to see.
Alright, so should I read it?
You
Dear,
can.
oh boy, if I can, my cursor's not really great. Dear Master Amur Jaspirin,
No, you all remember this name. This is the gnome that appears to be a dwarf that was uh, your patron.
wait, I thought he was a dwarf.
Oh no, he's a gnome.
Well, he fooled us. hoping to
Oh,
s-
he.
hoping to
Okay,
see
you
you
can continue.
forthwith to discuss a matter of great concern. I write to you while my memory of it is still fresh. You are right. There is indeed a team here with a hidden agenda. These imposters are, I'm afraid, more deeply connected than we thought. I don't know who to trust. For 30 seconds after I heard the following words, a griffin certainly carrying a high-ranked Iron Hand officer flew over my head as I stood on the balcony of my team's room. The words I heard were, "Tell the treasurer that the meeting with Lysprolus did not go well, but we might have overestimated their knowledge about the artifact. Team 4 is the weakest. I will devise a way to take advantage of that. I couldn't see who uttered them, but and that's it. And there's ink and blood on the letter, and it's torn.
Yes, that's what you find on the desk.
And this is where the murder took place?
Yes.
It seems to be.
Whoever's trying to take advantage of Team 4 being the weakest is certainly doing a weird thing by framing Team 2.
Maybe
What?
they're threatened by us.
Which team was the team that he warned us about earlier? You guys remember?
Oh,
I don't think he
didn't.
knew a specific team, just that there was a team
Yeah.
to
Yes.
watch out for.
I thought it was the team that we met earlier.
No, he
He didn't. He didn't say which team it was. Yeah, he was trying to discover what team was the imposter. Seems like other group that also has him as a patron ended fighting something, and seems like that's the cause of her death, as you read the letter.
Hmm. With uh uh Lieutenant Hans, do you know which room this the victim was staying in?
Yes, I can bring you there, but I don't know if her teammates will want to talk with you all or even let you in. I can get in, but I can't get you all there.
Hmm.
So there was
Maybe.
a there was a closet in the library too.
Yes, there is a closet.
I'm gonna look in the closet, see if there's anything interesting in there.
It's completely dark and it's impossible to see anything inside of it.
Can I light
Uh,
a torch?
Don't you have a way of getting
there's
dark
a
vision?
candle.
I'm gonna say I got
There's
dark vision too, right? I think.
oh, anyone with dark vision or using
Yeah,
the candle can see.
yeah, dark
And
vision.
Yeah. Oh, you said there was a candle in the room?
yes, there's a candle over the desk.
Okay. I'll pick up the candle and then take that into the closet.
You can
to
see
take
a
a look.
lot of blood on the closet, both on the walls of the closet and at the floor of it. And you can roll a perception check.
I don't actually get to roll right now, so that's a base roll of 10, and I am -2, I think, on my skill checks. Or is that
Then
just other
You
stuff?
can
Or is
call
it just
attention, and then one of us can come in and
I was gonna say,
investigate.
do I get to look with my dark vision too?
okay, you can.
where's that
Anyone
table?
also looking can roll perception. You find nothing,
Perception.
then reveal.
Yeah, because I think I'm at like a net of +1. I think. Oh, perception is 5, so I'm a net of +3. I
Three?
think.
So you're at a 13.
I'm at a 13. Yeah.
13.
21.
okay. Caldriff's got it.
Yeah, I gotta
Okay.
clear my name here.
Yeah, you do
Yours-
have a bit of an extra incentive.
You find a coin stuck at the
Oh, it's just AC attacks and saving throws, not checks.
yeah,
So
no,
I'm
no
at
check.
15.
Yeah, you almost saw it, but Carl saw. And
Yeah.
you saw a coin uh, fallen in a crack of the wood, and as you pick it, you see it's a strange coin. It's like lost all its shiny and became in dark and devoid of its metallic properties, but the shape is surely of a coin.
Is it the shape and like stamping of a modern coin, or does it look like an ancient coin?
No, it's a modern coin, an imperial coin, and even an age would not do that to gold. It's something of mystical origin, or someone made a replica of a coin using some unknown components.
Caldrift, can you detect any weird shenanigans that like magic might have been used or something like that? See if there's an aura sort of
Yes.
sticking around.
I will investigate the coin with my magical knowledge.
Yeah.
You can roll an investigation or arcana check.
Okay, arcane's a little higher.
Don't the Redeemers use
Pretty good at this.
Yes,
coins?
you know what is this. It's a coin that was drained of its power by a redeemer.
Hmm.
When a redeemer prepares its spells, it needs to drain the mystical power of valuables, and when they do so, it to a golden coin, it becomes like this.
Hmm.
So we're looking for a redeemer, hey? That's none of us. That's good news, right?
Could this Redeemer be on one of the other teams?
The
Mm-hmm.
lieutenant speaks, and we do not keep track of these unique abilities of each one of the team members,
Hmm.
so I can't tell you that.
Sounds like
But I
that's a
will
good lead to
note
look
that.
into.
It is.
I will say one thing that piqued my interest about that letter was they mention this treasure. Well, uh, one of the there was a new mysterious imperial treasure that was recently installed in Skybell that's been pretty greedy and imposing increasingly abusive taxes there. I'm wondering if this is the same treasure that's being referred to in the letter.
That's some great insight, Imbolo.
every once in a while, he really, shines.
It's part of those side hobbies you like. I know that in art.
Mm,
It's just
yes, and
Art and conspiracies. Mm-hmm.
that is metal.
Yes, now that Bolo said about it, and it's true that there is a new treasure, and you all do not recall if there is more than one imperial treasure. It may be a treasure of something else, but if it's talking about the imperial treasure, then there is just one person, and he's
is
pretty high on the imperial hierarchy.
mm, do we know who Lispralis is?
I'll make a wisdom
Yeah.
DC 10 check.
All right. Oh God.
You cannot remember right now, but this name rings a bell.
It sounds familiar.
Would it be something that one of us might know?
Yes, anyone can roll wisdom DC 10.
That's a 13 for me. I don't even roll because
Yeah.
I'm gloomy. It's a
Yeah.
10 on my die roll plus my modifier, and checks
So,
do not get the penalty. It's just saves and attacks and
yep.
AC.
Revel and Gaknek, you both know. Uh, you remember reading the plaques of the beneficiary. Mariana Lisprolis was one of them, the one that was the beneficiary for the noble houses.
Interesting.
Okay, so she was a beneficiary.
So the treasurer was meeting with one of the nobles.
Yeah, the blue one. The blue contract was the beneficiary for that. House of
Yeah.
Edheldis Prolus.
And then, I don't know, maybe we should find who Team 4 is first, since they specifically talk about them in this
And
letter.
this artifact that is mentioned.
Yeah.
I want to know what that is. The library had the desk, the chair with the robe. The robe or a cloak?
Eh, it's a cloak, more like a habit.
I wonder if that's what was worn by the person getting the dagger. And then there was the closet. Is there anything else of interest?
There's a window and there is books and a lot uh, of shelves.
Is there anything else you guys want to look at in here?
Would we be able to tell if someone entered through the window to get her versus the door? Or would we not be able to tell that?
Or maybe there's a... Well, wait, there's 2 doors into the library, right?
Yes, there's another door
If you
on the
look at
other
the
side.
map, there's the window, and then there's a second door that goes to a balcony room, and there's like a hallway between those 2 rooms.
Oh yeah.
Yes, all the lieutenant uh, just points to you, and each of the balcony rooms are of one of the teams. So refrain from entering without authorization, please.
Can you
Who's...
give us authorization because it's part of the murder investigation?
I can enter and check things there. They are private while being used by the team, so I cannot let anyone else enter the
which
balcony rooms.
which team is in the closest balcony room? The one adjoining this one?
I can check the runes, but I cannot talk specifically about the personal things about it.
I just want to know which team it is, that's all.
That one is Team 5.
How many teams are there? I guess I should ask that to begin with.
We have 6 teams here.
Hmm.
That's
I'm
more than
gonna
Where's
more than 4.
where's the
Besides
sixth
your
team?
one. Your one.
I
I'm gonna
only see 5 rooms. Where's the last team stay?
There's 3 on the second level, and there's
Oh, there's
2 on
2
the
inner
bottom
rooms.
level.
there's
2 inner
also
rooms.
2 inner rooms.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna take a closer look at the cloak, and I might take it with us, because it might have been worn by the cloaked person who got the dagger.
Okay, let me get it.
I'm gonna see if there's anything in the pockets or anything on it.
There's nothing on the pockets. You can see nothing different from it, but it covers the whole body and can cover the face if peeled.
What color? Is it just like generic dark cloak?
It's purplish.
Okay.
Does the engraving on the gold dagger completely match the one on our gear? Or does it look like it's been altered or slightly different?
No, the the symbol is. Oh, you mean the symbol on the dagger?
Yeah, is like identical. Like it does it look
I
like it's by the same forger, I guess?
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
well, I get the impression
Oh,
that it
right,
was
he already said
done
that.
by the same
Yes.
guy, right?
Yeah, the
He was the one
blacksmith.
who's like, yeah, when you guys came
He
down
did
on the
say,
cloak.
yeah.
But the
Yeah.
golden plated dagger, absolutely no. You have never seen the golden
That
plated
before,
dagger.
yeah.
Wasn't there some symbol or whatever that we saw that was slightly altered before? Trying to remember what that was. Maybe I'm thinking of a different D&D campaign. This is what happens when you play too many of them at one time. You're like, wait, is it this one?
Our water deep heist, we recently found an altered symbol.
Ah, thank you.
'Cause yeah.
Yeah,
So I think I know what you're referring to.
yeah.
And that's water deep heist.
A pretty good campaign, by the way. I like it.
Yeah, it's been fun so far.
So can I like
Yes. I'm gonna grab the cloak because it might be evidence.
So should
And-
we?
Continue. Since it may be evidence, let me carry it as the same with the dagger. You can count me to keep each evidence and present it if necessary.
Fair enough. I'll hand over the dagger.
There you go, Hans.
I don't know
Okay,
how to
you
delete.
you all gonna do
delete.
something else?
There we go.
Is the hallway between the library? Is there anything
Footprints or anything?
obscure? Yeah.
Bloody footprints?
No, no. There's a simple corridor there. There's the door is closed to the balcony room, but there's no blood or anything there.
Mm.
So it's not necessarily a guarantee that the killer came in through that door. It's just a suspicion or a hunch.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
Yeah.
good enough for these guards to say it absolutely happened.
Well, I mean, they're pinning it on us because the lady's in front of our room. So.
I mean, yes, but also
apparently if you drop a badge back in some astral plane,
Suddenly
Can
you're
you connect
arrested.
with right? is there any chance for us to talk to the other teams? Like I know we
Yeah.
can't go in their rooms, but like can we
Yeah.
all like
Like
meet
talk
somewhere?
to Team 4.
Yes, there is no problem if they want to talk to you. If they don't, we can force them.
Okay, can we make that request? Or go do so?
You want to talk with?
Team 4? Or did you
Let's
want to
see
talk
if
to
we
the
can
team of the...
find them.
Deceased?
Um,
I think her teammates might
Let's-
be a good place to start.
let's go to Team 4's room and see if they are there.
But she's part of Team 3, right?
we think.
We think
We should
she's
find a
part of
team that has like a decent level cleric that can cast Speak with Dead.
Wow. Shots fired. Mumbolo,
saying.
don't take kindly to your words.
Just saying. You could have a nap and get the spell, I
Mm,
think. 'Cause this is level 2, right?
level 3.
Oh, it's level 3?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, just a slightly higher level. It's not a mark against you. You get there eventually.
Okay, and you go to Team 4 room, but as
I
the
swear it was level 2.
as the lieutenant knocks on the door, but no one's answer. You can hear some snoring sounds inside.
Are they on the second floor or the first floor?
They are. Let me check. It's on the first floor.
Are they in the room
It's
next to us?
yes, exactly.
Hmm.
Okay, so they're not answering. Do we want to try talking to the teammates of the deceased lady?
Well, we don't know which team it is.
If as you get closer to the to their door knock, you seem to have seen a halfling uh, curiously looking from afar to you all. And as the lieutenant looks at the halfling, it's a halfling girl, and he says, "Oh, there, it's one of the team 4 members. That halfling over there."
You're muted. Yeah, you.
Nope.
No, not you. Not you.
Me. It was me. It was
Yeah.
me.
yeah.
I was muted.
Okay.
Can we motion for the halfling to come towards us?
Oh, okay. You motion for her. She seems a bit scared and fearful, but as the lieutenant makes uh an yes sign with his head, she slowly gets closer. You see a pale and fearful halfling girl, and with big blue eyes, who using and uh, simple green vests, and you could easily mistaken her for a human child. And as she gets closer to you, and she looks at the door behind you all, and uh, well, how can I help you all?
That's a good question. I was just hoping to get her over here, and then somebody else could talk. That was my plan.
What's your
Uh,
name?
That's a good start.
Uh, I am Ziana, and I believe you all are Team 2?
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, uh, and you are all on the room over there, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, yes.
Oh, did you hear anything in the night?
We were too busy having a terrifying nightmare.
Oh, it may be the phantom.
The
What is the
Phantom.
Phantom?
Yes, no one of you have heard about it.
No.
No.
Oh, this fort is said to be cursed. There is a ghost. If you look, there is a painting of the ghost somewhere over there. You can see it hanging on the wall, and you see uh, this. Maybe it's probably the ghost that killed that woman over there. Uh, I'm sure the ghost has a dagger, and it's said that he kills people in their sleep
Who
here in
told you
the
about this
fort.
story?
Uh, oh,
They.
my cousin, my cousin told me about it, and but you can see the story and the ghost on the painting if you wish. I I would advise you all to be careful. Uh, you
You
need me for anything else? I wanna get to my room across you all.
I asked the guard if he knows anything about this ghost, about the phantom.
Ele olha pra vocês, he looks at you all and talks very in a very small voice and says, and oh, it's just a myth. Some people believe the fort is cursed because it had an previous owner before we turned it in a military base. They say he cursed the land here, but it's all.
Does it look like this? I just posted the picture in the group chat. Hashtag, why is this not a hero?
Let me check.
just plug in this since we got Michael here. Why is she not a hero? You tell me. All right,
She
back
looks
to the
like
story.
she could be a villain.
She
It
is
looks like
a
she could be on
villain.
a painting.
Yeah, see?
She deserves to be one, I must say that.
So,
If you
given
all
that we sort of took a saunter through the penumbral plane, I'm inclined to believe that ghost stories might not entirely be fictional. Um,
Yeah, right.
Given that we got literally attacked by emotions on the way here, one of us almost died.
True.
One
Yeah,
of them kind
so
of did die.
well, he got better.
he shows the dagger and says, "It's a pretty material and real dagger on my hands here, with
That's what
pretty
I
real
was
blood."
thinking.
I mean, that's
So I
fair.
believe it's not a ghost and just
But someone
let
could be trying to make the ghost story,
Become
real.
reality.
So it's well known. Like, you think most people in the fort would know this story?
Well, if it's not a
probably.
painting in
Like,
here,
would the rest of the teams know? Because this was news to us. We've never been here before.
If they hear to humors and they've seen the painting, maybe.
Hmm.
well, the
Can
small child
can I
said
go
that
to my room?
I think so. I don't know if there's anything else that she can really give us.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you for your time.
If we need to speak with you again, do you mind if we just knock on your door
Could-
and
I would prefer not, but if you really need me, I will be
we'll
here.
we'll try not to bother you unless we absolutely have to.
Okay.
Is anyone on your team a redeemer? Or have any corn powers?
I believe no.
No?
No.
Are you in trouble?
You
You
hear-
sound really scared. Can we help?
Well, you are all scary people, I think.
Feel like you might be in the wrong line of work if we're the scary people.
Yeah.
Well,
did she hear anything through the night?
I'm guessing she didn't sleep very well at all, given that she's terrified of
the
everything.
sounds of the ghost walking. You
What
can
is-
hear footsteps walking around during the night as the ghost scouts the fort.
Were they like heavy footsteps or armored footsteps or just footsteps?
No. The ghost uses some kind of cloak and boots. I don't believe it uses armor. But I've seen the ghost. Believe me, he was like the painting with the purple cloak and a gold plated dagger.
Did we already see this picture, by the way?
No.
We should. I mean, that sounds an
Maybe
awful
get-
lot like somebody's trying to. If that's what the ghost is, did you see a person walking around in that
Yes,
stuff? You
I
did.
heard the
Okay.
noise and I was
Did-
going to the bathroom, but I seen it crossing and I hide. I'm sure if had seen me, I I would be dead by now.
I don't think we ever figured out exactly where the bathroom was.
Looks like it's behind the blacksmith forge because that's where the cesspools are. Except the latrines are up
Yeah.
top. So
Yep, the second floor
yeah,
and latrines there.
yeah, and then
Ah,
the cesspools are
Yes, cesspools
underneath.
are
okay.
just
So she
underneath.
was upstairs when she saw it.
Yes.
Do you know
Yes,
where it was coming from?
It was close to the library, I believe.
Hmm.
How long were you in the bathroom after you saw it close to the library?
I was leaving the bathroom and I hide back into it.
Did you hear anything? Was it heading to the library or away from the library? Do you remember?
No, it entered the library. And
Did you hear anything after that point?
no, I was scared and I ran to the stairs and got to my room as fast as I could.
Hmm.
That must have been scary for you. Thank you for opening up to us.
Yes, and let me get to my room, please. And she opens the door and
Take a look at this ghost picture. See if it
Yes.
matches the stuff.
Description.
okay.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, it's even written on here. Painting the Phantom. It's on the first
yeah.
floor in the central hall.
Yeah.
Let me get for here.
It's almost like they designed this for this kind of situation.
Let's place it on pen.
Stuff with a lot of crap for me, huh? Oh, you got stuff on your nose.
I see the Phantom.
You have stuff on your nose.
So
Here we go.
it's here. Library.
Was it this guy?
It's the other dragon there behind you.
This one here? No, this one's just got one like Cozumel trip. I think it
Oh,
had one
okay.
of the horns actually get broken off
Oh.
right here, but it's pretty
Some
cool.
good detail. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's here.
We just have like all of the bones dragons.
You gotta have all the dragons, man. It's all about the dragons. Ooh, here we go.
Okay.
That's somebody in a blue cloak.
The cloak you see on your hands, on the hands of the lieutenant, it matches pretty well the cloak on the paint. It's not perfect, but it's very close.
Very similar.
Does someone want to read the description?
This painting depicts the first and only librarian of this fortress, which was one of the first prison complexes and Iron Hand outposts in Imperial history. More than 100 years ago, a noble madwalker of exquisite natural talent wanted to be famous, recognized the world over. Moreover, he wanted to put his estate at the Empire's disposal, making it valuable, or rather invaluable. He posed to himself the challenge of recovering and learning the ancient knowledge of building portals so that he might build one right here. It once belonged to an equally ancient civilization, extinct in the Cold War centuries ago. He succeeded. The cost, his life. It is said that, greatly distressed for dying before his efforts were recognized, his spirits swore never to leave the estate, pledging his services to the first person to speak his name out loud. Legend says he scribbled his very difficult name in the most important excerpt of the book collection currently in the library on the second floor. The problem is, Almost all the books there have annotations in nearly illegible calligraphy. With the vast estate now an iron hand outpost and prison complex where most of its occupants are illiterate, the spirit seems destined to roam endlessly, masterless.
Seems like we might have missed a book in the library.
There's a lot of books there. It's a
There
lot.
are.
Yes, it would take mm, months, more than weeks, to read up to all of them. There's hundreds of books there.
Don't except for the book collection currently in the library. Can books be taken out of the library? I'm
Um,
gonna ask the lieutenant.
yes, but they should be placed back.
Does anybody guard the library at night?
No.
Okay.
Is there any
Um,
sort of system to note that someone takes a book, or would they just take the book and then return it when they're
to
done?
speak the truth to you all, no one enters the library anymore. There is the rule that you need to place back any book that you took over, but no one really cares to speak, to be sincere with you all.
I wonder if there's any books in other teams' rooms that might have inscriptions in them.
Has anybody cataloged the books at all? Like, is there anybody who is taking care of it right now, or is this just
Uh,
all honor system?
as you can see, the last library of this fortress was that many years ago. So, no, we don't keep a librarian here, so there is no catalog.
Do we think this phantom is worth like investigating, or I feel like this is a red herring. Like this is like
Yeah, that or it's just someone trying to look like the Phantom.
I mean, I agree. I think it's very likely just somebody is mimicking this to make it look like that. But then why would they frame us if they're attempting to mimic this phantom? I don't think the phantom did it, but I think it's an interesting thing to look into. Maybe we could get the phantom on our side.
Well, if the Phantom is a real thing and was used, then he would know who woke him up, so to speak.
We don't have much time. Soon
Yeah.
the portals will be established, so I believe our line of investigation is to follow faster tracks.
Yeah.
Like which
Should
one?
we maybe we should speak to the teammates of the deceased lady?
That would be good. He brings you all to the front of the room where you can find one of the dead's teammates.
And
You
this is which
see
team?
Team 3.
Team 3.
You see this dwarven woman. Uh,
She's a dwarf.
yes, as you get closer to her, uh, you see a female dwarf and with a hair combed to one side of her head, and the braids are decorated with small metal rings representing weapons and forging. She wears a breastplate detailed with flowers and cornucopias. Uh, there's a huge 200 X at her back uh, with a symbol that no one of you all knows what it means. Um, she has a pipe on her hand, but she's not like holding it like someone that would be smoking. It's more like she's holding both her hands and in a strange way. And As you get closer, she takes some rushed steps towards you all, and she says, "Where's my friend? I heard you all have a fight with her."
That's not true.
Yeah.
We were
Who-
asleep last night.
Who told
Somebody
you
had a
there?
fight with her.
Yeah,
Sorry,
who
go ahead.
told you there? Yeah, who told you there was a fight?
Ah, and now you all denying. He looks
Did
at
you see? Did you see what happened? Because you seem pretty confident in terms of what happened last night. Did you see anything? Could you provide some useful
Where is
information?
her? And the lieutenant interrupts you all and talks. And sorry to say to you, Madame Misa, but Vang Urania was found dead this morning. We are trying to investigate. It was them! They killed her!
Why do you say we killed her?
I know that you all have a discussion with her. You fought with her.
Never met her
How do you
before.
know this? Where, like,
I've
it's
never.
impossible because we
Yeah.
were sleeping. There's no way that you could have seen us doing anything like that. We were asleep.
Liars! They told me
Who
they
told
saw
you?
you.
Who told you?
I don't have to say that to you all.
You do
You're
have to say it to the
vengeful
guard here.
bastards.
The guard here who's investigating the murder of your friend. It's useful for them to know so that they can get to the root of it. Because you wouldn't want to enact justice against somebody who didn't commit this crime, would you?
Tell Hans.
Yeah, tell Hans who told you.
I can tell him, but not any of you. You
Okay, then go
murdering
ahead.
bastards.
I'll plug my ears and motion to Hans.
Let's get away here, Lieutenant. I can tell you when far. And she gets away with the lieutenant, spoke with him some few words, and she seems to be explaining something. It takes around 1 minute, then the lieutenant comes back and she keeps some distance, but she still gets closer. It seems people saw you, some of you, having a discussion with an argument with uh, Lady Vang,
Who?
and somehow she left. Misa said that Vang was acting word signs the last few hours before she disappeared, and Misa Tick found Vang's uh, and smoking pipe and on the floor, and this is not common for her to lose her favorite pipe. She said that she Vang was acting strange, as if she knew or heard something or something strange happened because she was nervous for before disappearing.
So, did she tell you who it was that saw us talking with her?
Yes, but she asked me not to disclose it to you all.
Then you can go and talk to them and find out what they saw. You don't necessarily need us
Yes.
there, but you can go and talk to them.
But
Yes,
Lady
yes.
Vang being nervous would make sense given if she was the writer of the letter.
Oh, the letter. Yeah, maybe we can
Do
show
you
it to.
do you know what your teammate's writing looks like, Misa?
Yes, of course I know. I know her for many years. She's my best friend.
Did we show her the letter?
Yeah.
Letter.
Show her.
The lieutenant gets the letter and places it to Misa. And this letter was found on the library. Maybe it was from Vang. Oh, it was her writing here. It was her. I'm certain.
So that might be why she was nervous.
Misa, have you
Because
met
she.
Master Armor?
Yes, he's our beneficiary.
He's our beneficiary as well.
Um,
Did he tell you the same thing he told us?
what thing?
That there's a team that we cannot trust. There's a team here that is an imposter.
Roll a persuasion check, please. Charisma persuasion.
As soon as I find my character sheet, I will do that. I believe my charisma's poop, so
15.
I think that's a +0. Where's my sheet?
16.
Okay, it seems we are on the same side then. Someone must be trying to frame you.
So we've been saying the whole night, whole morning.
So will you tell us who it is that told you that we were fighting then?
Gary Lannister.
Lannister
was-
always pays his debts.
I know, right?
Of course, it's the Lannister in the middle of it.
Ah, it all makes sense. What
How do I
team is
bring my
he
character
on?
sheet back? I can't find my sheet.
What asking
click. Got it.
Hans, what team is that guy on?
Or if he's on a team, even. Who
Or
is
if he's
he?
on a team, yeah.
Yes, he's on team 1.
Team 1.
Weren't they missing? Or no, they got there before us.
Maybe we should go talk to Team 1 then.
Does this Gary fellow Chief Redeemer?
I would not know, but
Does Misa know?
maybe. Why?
Just
I-
curious.
Do we
He
have
might-
the coin, or does Hans have the coin?
I thought Hans had all the.
Yeah.
Hans said me that your name was written on the door. May I look it?
Mhm.
Misatik walks with you all to the body. When she saw it, you see she's pretty shocked, and you see tears falling uh, from her eyes, but she gets together and concentrates on looking at things, and she points to the finger with the blood. This is not right. She would never write something with her right hand. She was truly a lefty.
Mm.
So then it's likely the murderer tried to write my name.
Tried to frame us.
Yes, this confirms your saying that they are trying to frame you. Oh, something. I must find who did this. They must pay.
Yes,
they might.
we agree.
We will help. Yeah.
So, should we go talk to Team 1 then?
Challenge them.
Unless anyone
Let's
else
go.
has other leads.
I think I
No.
saw Gary, and he was uh, on the tables on the great hall.
All right, let's
Near
just
the
down from
canteen.
here, right?
Yes.
All right. Let's head over to the Great Hall then.
Yeah.
You all go to the Great Hall. You see a halfling eating some chicken, and you see uh, Gary. Let me
Of course, the
quickly.
halfling's eating again.
Just
Gary.
Oh, Gary has a face that you just want to punch.
Yeah, right?
Oh man.
and you see a tall, elegant, and dressed in fine and elaborate garment man. Uh, he's well groomed and he stands with a haughty posture. His short brown hair and thick oblique eyebrows contrast with an easy smile that reveals teeth made of gold.
He
And
looks like Count Blake.
He's made of gold.
yes, all his
And
teeth
that
are
dagger,
made of
yeah,
gold.
that, yeah, of course.
I
He's
wonder who the
he's like,
Redeemer is.
yeah. Oh man, I hate this guy even more. Didn't think it was possible, but I hate this guy even more.
Alright, we need somebody
He
who's
looks.
a good intimidator.
You on the other hand, on the other side of the great hall, you see a halfling with uh, brown hair worn in a short mohawk that leans to the front, and he's chewing at some chicken, and uh, he's with a black cloak and a small dagger on the table. It's in uh, and Gary on the Great Hall, but they are pretty far from each other.
Okay. So we approach Gary yet? We just like go right up to him and be like, "Hey,
Hey, Gary.
we need to speak to you."
You've been saying some untrue words about us.
Um,
Gary.
He even has
okay,
two
yes.
R's in his name. Who has two R's in the name Gary? Come on, Gary.
He's overcompensating for something.
He is. God, man. I hate him
Yeah.
even more.
oh, oh, my friends, I don't know you all, but what brings you all here to old Gary?
You talk smack about us to other teams.
Oh, how would I do so? Uh, I would never speak ill of any of my fellow uh, team competitors.
That's not what our friend Miska's saying here.
I'll make an insight
Ah,
check to see if he's lying.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 13. I don't even roll.
okay, 13. Uh, you see, he appears truthful, but there's something there that just feels to rub the wrong way. You cannot be sure he's lying, but it's almost as if it's hard to explain the sensation, but you don't trust this guy somehow.
I didn't even need to roll to
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
trust this
right?
guy.
It's
Yeah.
the teeth and the two R's.
But maybe Misa just is overreacting a bit about what I what I
Does have a
say to
tendency
her.
to overreact.
What did you say to her?
Oh, I just say that it's
We
pretty
bring Miss.
strange to have a murderer here on the fort. That was unthinkable to be. And I may have said something about your team being the one to find the body and
Oh, hang
and
on.
all,
Let's
but
let's hold that
Yeah.
thought. Let's hold that thought here, Gary. Let's go get Misha.
I thought she
Mishka,
was
whatever her
still
name
with
is.
us. I didn't realize she didn't
Yeah, I
come
thought
with us.
Is she still with us?
Oh, she was waiting back there. She didn't get
Let's
close
go bring
enough.
her over here, and then we can find out exactly what she remembers you told her to make sure that you're telling us the truth.
Oh, of
Mr.
course.
Gary.
I have no problem with that. I'm sure Lady Misa would confirm what I'm saying.
Let's go get her.
Okay, you called Mrs. closer. She was there, but a bit far away.
I'll go get her.
And the lieutenant asked her, Miss Gary is saying that his words you were not exactly what you say to us. I read said what he said to me that you all had a fight with Vane. Oh. Let's let's stop there, Lady Miss. I said I heard about it. I heard about it. I didn't say I I was there or anything. If anything, the one who told me that was Baboon. But I say to you, it could not be trusted, as Baboon, you know about him, is a big mouth halfling with nothing much to his name. So, uh,
Does Mishka remember him saying anything about Baboon?
you say that your trusted friend uh, heard the fight. Oh, yes, he's a trusted friend. I would leave golds and precious things in his possession, but I'm not saying that I trust in his words. He makes things bigger than they are. If you have any qualms with that, you can ask Baboom himself and
Seems
all. But
awfully convenient, Gary, that he's your trusted friend up until you get caught in a lie. Then all of a sudden he's, oh yeah, you can't trust what he says. This is just Baboon. He does what he just, he blows things out of proportion. It seems awfully convenient.
yeah, I can see where you're coming from. But let me be sincere with you all. I'm just here trying to be part of the trials and be a good member of the Empire. So I don't see why I have to do with all of this. Uh,
Spreading lies.
Can we see if he's lying when he was saying about Baboon uh, saying these
you
things?
you can roll. You can roll an insight check.
Oh my god. Oh wait, no. What do I get? What's going on? It's like jumping around. 12.
Because there's a bunch of people rolling stuff.
Oh, okay. I was like, what's going on?
Yes, it's you can be sure he seems if he's lying, he's a great actor.
Does he know anything about Lesprolis? Has he ever met with her?
Oh,
And I want to
you
pay
mean
very close attention to the reaction of his face when I mention a conversation with Lesprolis.
you mean Lady Lisprolis of the Noble Houses? Oh yes, I had some talk with her when we were introduced to the beneficiaries. Anything involving her in this matter? Again, if he's lying, he's a very good actor. But maybe he's a very good actor. That's the point.
I was hoping to be able to get another insight roll.
Do we know the name of no, I guess we don't. We don't know the name of the Imperial Treasurer.
No.
The dagger that halfling has. What does it look like?
It's a small halfling dagger of steel with a symbol of his team.
So it's like a butter knife?
No, it's a combat dagger, but for a halfling. But
So a
maybe a
steak
butter
knife.
knife for you.
So it's a steak knife then. Okay.
Something like that.
I'm so mean to the halflings. Oh man.
Which team is this guy? What's his name? Bowen?
Uh, uh,
Okay.
you mean
Baboon.
baboon?
Baboon?
Baboon.
Team 6.
Team
The,
6.
the baboon is not the one that's on the table. The
Okay.
table is from Team 4.
There's lots
Indeed.
of people.
Yeah.
There's such a big web of lies.
Lying? No, no, my friends. I'm eager to help you all. I believe that a crime happened here. If I can be of any assistance,
I think
I will
you've
do
been
all in my
enough help,
power.
Gary.
What kind of skills do you bring to your specific team, Gary?
Um, I am the leader of my team, and I am the negotiator. I am their main support, if
Are you
I may say
the
so.
Redeemer?
Oh, you know about our abilities, it seems.
I've heard and studied some things before about them.
Oh, yes, I am one of them, if you know about us. It's our job to bring the word of evolutionism, but in a truthful way to the world.
Mm. You spend much time in the library, Gary?
Oh, no, not that much. I'm kind of allergic to books, I must be truthful to you. I am more a
Mm.
man of action, you see, of people. I like to
Oh,
be
I
involved.
imagine you are a man of action, Gary. I
And
imagine you are.
being a redeemer, you would understand the importance of having your resources available to you at all time. You're not happening to miss any, are you?
Oh, he touched a pouch of coins on his belt. Oh, I believe everything's here.
Common are redeemers in these parts, Gary.
Oh, I don't know about the other teams, but I can just say I am one of them. That's all I can
And can you show us
conclude.
one of the coins you carry?
Oh, yes, of course. He pulls a coin from his bag and places on the table.
Does it
Does it?
look like
I
those?
assume most of
It's
them are going to use Imperial coins if they're using
yeah,
gold
Yeah.
it's a
coins.
Yeah, okay.
standard gold imperial coin.
Maybe I thought that might go somewhere, but
I'm just gonna look. I'm just gonna look at Hans and be like, "Are
Um,
you picking up what we're putting
that's
down?"
he picks the coin and uh, goes to one of you and places and uh, gesture to place on someone's hand.
Gary does.
Yes,
Yeah, no, no,
you.
no.
He stands his arm placing the coin. No one will get it.
Yeah. I hold out my hand.
I don't trust this Gary.
Come on, Gary.
Okay,
He took the R
Come
out
on.
of trust and put it in his name.
he places the coin on the palm of your hand and touches you, and touches you with the other hand on the other side of your hand, and may Tamara and Bauron guide your path to solving these problems you all face and hardships you are encountering right now. They seem to do some kind of small prayer very fast, and
Mm.
may this coin bring you luck.
Is there since I'm of the same religion, is there like a amen type thing in that religion? Because I
Uh,
would probably say the same thing.
yes, there is a gesture that you could do that would be appropriate.
Yeah.
That
I'm thinking of an appropriate gesture for Gary.
I will get something to it. He passes you all, and uh, he uh, he touches Geknek. You
Oh, I
see?
back away from Gary. I don't
Yes,
trust Gary at all.
yes.
No, Gary.
He was going to touch you on the back, but you back off.
No.
He
If
does.
he's going towards my back, I'm just turning around. I'm not letting him near my back. Just stick a dagger in it.
he moves his hand up and okay. It seems I am not really liked by you. You I took the message. Hope you all stay as well.
Let's talk to this was it a halfling that was eating the chicken with the mohawk?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, the halfling.
yes.
Howdy.
Oh, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I don't know nothing. Eh, he bites the chicken, looks at you, kind of scared.
No one said you did anything wrong.
Uh, yeah, good. And I can eat here alone and well, right?
We were just hoping to talk to you for a little bit. No one's in trouble.
Uh, okay, but I'm eating. I don't want to talk right now.
Well, I just
Maybe.
want to be straight to the point with you, man. I'm being framed for something I didn't do, and I want to know if you've seen anything weird happening here in the last 4 or 5 hours.
Okay. Don't get mad at me, please. What you want to know? I don't know much.
That means you know something. Because if you don't know much, that means you know something. What do you know?
Anything about Gary over there you could tell us?
Oh, freaking
Um,
Gary.
if I may speak with one of you privately, I might talk about something.
I can't think of questions
Do
to
it,
ask him, so.
Caldriff. You started it.
Yeah, you got this, buddy.
All right, you guys back off, and we'll
I'm gonna
take
go
a minute
grab
here.
me some chicken since we didn't get breakfast.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Okay.
concur. I too will grab some
Um,
chicken, and I'm going to keep some eyes on that Gary fella if he's still in the area.
yes, she was grabbing some food at the canteen.
So yeah, just
Uh,
between me and you, I tell you, like I'm tired, I'm confused. I just want to know if you know anything that can help us.
you see the lieutenant gets closer to you and uh, yes, let's just get out of here. He gets away from the hall in direction of the rooms,
Yeah.
and after getting on line of sight from the great hall, he speaks. Oh, I promise me to not tell about how you you get to know about this, okay?
Yeah, I won't say a word.
Um, I was at the kitchen storage. during the night and I saw Vang quickly coming,
Where was he coming from?
and
He.
Vang was
Or he,
going
sorry.
in
She.
direction of
She,
Gary.
sorry. Towards Gary. Okay.
Towards where?
I hide behind the counter as I was stealing food. I hope this is okay. And well, uh, I I heard an argument between Vang and Gary.
Did it lead
But
to any violence?
I just heard Vang knocking a chair on her way out. Uh, and Gary yelled that uh, it could have been a minor illusion, he said. And Gary was in one of the tables.
He didn't follow?
No, he didn't. But that's how I know.
Okay.
I will go to my room. I I don't want to be in trouble.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for your help. And don't forget your dagger if you left it back there on the table. I don't know if you picked up your butter knife or not.
Oh, okay. Lieutenant, can you will someone get a dagger for me and bring to the room? I don't want to go there again. Gary is over there. I will not feel
Has Gary ever
comfortable.
threatened you?
No, but he's a pretty scary fellow.
Yeah, I think he's yeah, I'm not a fan either, man. So go get your rest. We'll make sure someone gets your dagger to you.
Okay, thank you. He walks uh, fast, short towards his room.
Okay, so I go back to the rest of the gang and I kind of fill him in that Gary was involved with the argument. That he mentioned there might have been an illusion involved, but he did stay within I guess, the hall.
So this
And
was
can redeemers use illusion magic? Like I don't know much about redeemers.
No, they are not very much an illusionist.
but the victim was a wizard.
Yes.
Yes.
Hmm.
But why would the
And
victim use? I mean, I assume illusion magic was used to try and frame us. Then why would the victim do that, right? If the victim was a wizard, can redeemers like steal abilities? Like I don't know what redeemers do.
most of their powers are pretty straightforward. Uh, they have powerful ray abilities like with dark energy and light energy, healing and damaging, and they may imbue many different effects on those abilities of them, like uh, buffs and give speed and protection to allies or uh, debuffs to their enemies. So if it was a fear effect or a debuffing effect of some kind, it would probably could be a redeemer, but an illusion is not really part of their kit.
Okay.
Uh, when the halfling said about the illusion, what he said was that Gary said to Vang when Vang was leaving the following words: "It could have been a minor illusion." So Gary was saying
Oh,
that to
Gary. Okay.
Vang as
Ah,
if as if he was doing an excuse about something.
so Gary was talking about some minor illusion.
Yeah.
Like an answer for what Vang said to him that you don't know what it
We
was.
don't know what their conversation was.
No. Okay.
Anywhere else you went to investigate before we go to the portal?
I mean, it seems pretty clear that it was not us that committed the crime. It seems pretty clear that we were the ones framed. I think Gary's a good lead in terms of somebody who knows more than they're leading on.
Yeah, but there's something else missing.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know where to look for that thing that we're missing though. This is why I'm not a detective.
Well, we haven't talked to any of the other. There's some other teams still, right? We haven't talked to.
No, is
Yes.
that Bol? No, not Bolo. What was his name?
No, his name
Baboon.
Boone.
Baboon.
I don't know if it actually is Baboon, but that's how I'm remembering the name because
Baboon.
I'm terrible with names.
Baboon Vonneblum.
I was thinking baboom like dynamite. Baboom.
Oh, it's
Baboom.
Baboom?
We haven't
Okay.
talked to Baboom yet. Is he one of my peeps? Is he a Tamaku?
Okay, you all go to find Baboon.
Yeah.
Yes.
You are trying to find Baboon around uh the 2 floors, but the only other team, the only other people you found there, um, is a strong man and a half orc woman, and on the balcony, and Baboon is nowhere to be found. Maybe he's on this team, uh, team six room, but they are not answering.
Okay.
Hmm.
I might as well ask the half orc woman and the other dude if they saw or heard anything weird in the middle of the night.
Okay, as you approach uh, the man, you see that the half orc woman uh, enters, uh, puts herself between you all and the man.
Okay. Well, I wanted to
What
ask both of them.
bring you all here?
Uh, did you hear what happened sometime last night or this morning?
Mm.
Does she know about Lady
Uh,
Vang?
you talk about the dead woman.
Yes.
Yes, I heard about it,
Do
but
you know what happened? Did you hear anything or see anything?
well, not much really. But then you see the man. Oh, a
We see which man?
Zippa. The man that was with her, that was
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
behind her.
behind her.
Okay.
Zippa, I believe this is more important than the riding our love.
Oh.
Uh, I left my room to meet Zippa in hers as I was about to turn the left at the corner. I heard someone knocking on the tin tree door. I I waited until I heard the door open and close, and I then I quickly went to her room and entered. A little after the bell tolled, we decided to go somewhere more private, where no one would interrupt us. We went to the library and chose to the lesser corridor to make out. Then Iseppa interrupted him. Not relevant what we do. We after a book.
What?
Soft door opens, we hide. We saw nothing, only heard. Door opens, door closes, door opens, window opens, window closes, chair moves, book and something else placed 2 bookshelves away. Chair moves, something drags. Door closes. Door opens, door closes, and silence. Little later, door opens, door closes. We go away. Library's too busy. That's all we know.
That's a lot.
I mean, it is, but at the same time, they didn't say anything about a struggle.
We heard no struggle.
Or the sound of
Or-
somebody being stabbed?
No, nothing like that.
There's a gut shot, like what killed her, is not a quick way to go.
Nope.
And you're going to make a lot of noise.
I don't know more anything more. Let's get out of here. Shankoi. Yes. I hope to have help it. He looks at the lieutenant.
Thank you for
Lieutenant.
sharing. I thank him for their help.
Think there's some other things we might have missed in the library?
Yeah,
Bookshelves, window.
yeah. I think we need to go back to the library and look
I
around some
think
more.
we missed something.
Yeah, I think so too.
I need to look for.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, you go to the library again.
I'm gonna check the bookshelves near where she was stabbed, or at least where it was described.
Yeah, because I think you mentioned the bookshelf like 2 rows away or something.
Yeah.
And I'll-
Okay, makes an investigation check.
Alright.
I'll assist you with that. I have a +5 if you want to just, depending on what yours is, you maybe assist
Mine
me.
is. Let me see. I don't have the right thing. Mine's a +3, so maybe you should investigate, and I'll
Okay,
assist you.
I'll investigate. You assist me. Not that it mattered. I rolled 2 17s.
Oh, heyo.
You find a bag of gold.
Nothing here, guys.
It was thrown away behind the bookshelves. You can see a bag filled with gold. They are all Redeemer wasted gold.
Interesting.
You can see that the bag has some ripped parts of the fabric.
Interesting.
What color is the bag?
Is it Gary colored?
Is it beige?
Yes, the same color of the fabric on Vang's hand.
I will point that out. So I will make sure Lieutenant Hans knows that.
So it might have been Vang's gold bag.
Or she grabbed a piece of that bag.
Fabric.
Yeah, she just grabbed a piece of it to try and get it.
And the
that
fabric
might
had
be-
a 3 on it, right? Or my.
I don't remember where the 3 was.
I thought she was Team 3.
Yeah, I think it was like something on her clothing.
That could have been on the fabric was saying Team 3.
That's what I thought I remembered, but
And I wasn't sure if the fabric, if the fabric is something that came from that bag or something similar, maybe the killer is on Team 3.
That's a redeemer.
Gary.
Well,
What
she
team is
was
Gary
on-
on again?
Gary's on
Gary's
a
on
different
team
team.
1. Yeah, he's on
Yeah,
team
Gary's
1.
on a different team.
She's
The
on
one
team
can look
3.
like a 3, add 2 to it. I'm just saying.
Wait, what about the window? Check the
Where
window.
was
Gary is
the
like
Where
He's
was
like
the
the
Yes.
Martin
tree?
Shkreli of this universe.
I like looking at windows. I can do that.
Where was the 3 on her body?
It was in her hand.
But was it on that piece of fabric in her hand, or was it somewhere else? I thought it was on something else.
It was on the hand with the finger, the three fingers were grasping the fabric, and the finger were pointing with blood.
Hmm.
Okay.
The other hand has the number, the badge.
Okay.
You look through the window.
Yes. We're gonna examine the windowsill, look
Uh,
through the window.
when you open the window, you feel a nasty smell, like almost like feline feces,
Ugh.
and you see there is some shrubs and trees of underneath the window, and there is like a garden, an empty garden.
On the second level?
No, out
Below it.
the window. The
Outside.
window goes to
I'm glad we
the.
didn't open our window last night, because if it smells like cat poop up here, it'll really smell like cat poop by our window. Because we're right below it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
Will anyone there can roll a nature check?
Nature.
I got a 10.
Oh, I got this.
Natural 20.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Crit
show
it,
off.
baby.
Oh,
I tied you.
everyone!
I
tied you.
Seems
How's
everyone
that?
Wasting
except
those rolls,
Ravel knows.
guys.
Uh,
I'm
this
too
is
depressed to be smart.
this is um
At least I'm rolling
this
higher than a 10 now. Earlier I couldn't
this
do
is cat.
anything.
This is some kind of cat eevee, and a specific kind of plant that grows near this region. That when it's moved on, when something uh, 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 hits them, it leaves that stench. It's against predators. Against
Mm.
Oh, it's an interesting defense mechanism. I mean, I wouldn't want to go anywhere near a plant that's going to smell like cat poop.
So it only
yes,
smells like that after it's been disturbed.
Sure, but
yes.
okay, I'm not going to disturb a plant that I find out will smell like cat poop after I disturb it. It's not a pleasant
But
smell.
that means the plant has been disturbed recently.
Yeah. Oh, I'm picking up what's being put down.
Is it also something that would stain? Like normally, like with the skunk, you kind of get stained with a smell too.
No, not really. It mostly when it's disturbed, it starts with zeal, that smell for quite some time, some hours. Then it gets better.
Hmm.
Okay. So it's been disturbed fairly recently then, within the last few hours.
Yes, maybe 12 hours, something like that, than the max.
Okay. Does anybody want to go see if there's something buried in the bushes?
Well, I mean, the disturbing is probably because something climbed out of the window, because he did say the window
Yeah.
opened and closed,
Yeah.
so somebody likely either
Climbed the
entered
window.
or exit through the window.
Yeah.
Oh, it's possible, but there's no confirmation of that.
Well, what else would cause those plants to be disturbed?
I don't know, maybe throwing a rock or a bird may have. move it then. You don't need a
You might
strong
want to.
struggle
Well,
to
except
house that.
half orc told us that that the window
That the
was
window
opening and
was used.
closing.
Yeah. So strong evidence that somebody entered and exited through that window. You might want to talk to your gardeners though, because if those plants are that easy to disturb and make this kind of smell, you're going to drive people away. Just saying.
uh, well, we are a fortress, so
I
we
guess
tend
I'm
to.
less likely to invade if your place smells like poop. I'm just saying. It's useful for that. That's good.
Maybe that's it.
That was the plan. It's the plan all along. Nobody will invade because our place smells bad.
Yeah.
Anything
So
else you want to investigate?
He said something about the chair being dragged to a bookshelf. I want to see if I can
yeah,
figure.
To throw the
yeah, it might be to
gold
put the
bag.
coin purse up there. Yeah.
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 Was that where the gold bag was, or were there any books disturbed?
No, just the gold bag.
Yeah, it was just the
Okay.
gold bag.
He did mention something about books being disturbed, didn't he?
Yes.
Do we know where those might have been? Do we see anything that's like less
There
dusty
was
than the
there was a
rest?
mention of a
Um,
book.
Yeah.
and you can see some hand touching a higher uh, a higher part of the shelf, maybe to incline and throw the bag up there, like someone trying to
Plant it.
uh, get, kind of claim it, but not enough to go over the top. So maybe he disturbed the books that way.
Hmm.
Do any
So
of the handprints look like any of the books were pulled off the shelf and opened, or does it just look like someone was climbing up them?
No, no book seems to have been but placed back or out of it.
well,
Not that you can see.
isn't there a book missing? I thought the half orc said something about there being a book there.
There is. You could have more books there than they are, but there's not an exact slot
No, I didn't
And
mean on
and
the
each book.
shelf. I meant with where Vanga was. I thought there was some
Mm,
mention about there being a book.
no, no,
Oh,
no.
okay.
On the ladder, then
yeah, and it would be next to impossible for us to know if a book is actually missing because there's no catalog of the books. There's
yeah.
no there's nothing outside of the honor system to say
Yeah.
bring the book back when you're done, please.
Yeah.
And even then, it doesn't sound like that gets told to people.
So it's seeming like there's a couple possible plants going on here, right? Why would the Redeemer throw a bag on top of the bookshelf to possibly implicate himself, or leave a
Yes.
coin on the floor?
Well, the coin
Well,
was hidden. It seems like the coin because
was
it took a pretty
dropped.
decent it took a pretty
Yeah.
decent perception or investigation check to find it. So the coin that we found is very likely a mistake on the behalf of the perpetrator.
And then the other bag was hidden, so they might have thought no one would find it.
Uh, you hear a knock on the door, and then an idle hand guard enters, and he goes to the lieutenant. Uh, Lieutenant, the specialists come to the conclusion about the body. He says that it was likely poisoned, as there is a strange rigor that would not be there with this time. Um,
That seems fishy.
Other than that, the finger of her right hand was broken, um, but that's all we could find.
So was the
You
stab wound post mortem?
The portal will be ready in 1 hour. Just to let you know, I will be going back now.
Was the stab
Yes.
wound post mortem based on
Can
that
you?
information?
Um, I don't know. You would need to talk to the specialist, but he said nothing about that.
So it was poisoned? That's what he said?
That would explain why there was no sound of a struggle.
Yeah.
Just so you know, the poison caused some kind of paralysis. So that's what I have been told. Let me get back to my post now. Thank you. And
Are
you can
we
leave.
off the hook then? Given that everything seems to be pointing away from us?
You could be the one to use the poison. But we don't have much time. Anywhere else you want to investigate before I bring you all to the portal? The, you can face the trial at the capital, and then we will see what the judge think about the proofs we have, and you can defend yourselves.
Sounds
Um,
good.
I was gonna say, I
is
feel like
there
we have enough to say we didn't do it. We just can't prove who did.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Gary.
yeah.
Just look at his face.
It's the double R.
It's a double R, yeah. Only somebody who's guilty would have two R's in their name like that.
Okay, you all want to end the investigation and go to the portal with the idle hand, or anywhere else you all want to go before
I can't think of anything else to look into. Um,
Anything about this
I mean,
poison, right? Like, I don't. No one's a poison expert. Where they would find it in the fortress? No. Okay, yeah, I'm
well, I mean,
cool.
they probably would have brought it with them if
That's
they were a
right. Yeah.
poisoner, right? Like if they're an imposter group or something like that, they're not going to be like, "Hey, Mr. Guard, do you have a stash of poisons?"
Yeah, I feel.
Who was
For legit
who was in the
reasons. My
room
name is
next to
Gary,
us?
and I'm going to go poison somebody.
Which team was in the room next
Team
to us?
3.
Okay.
So
If
Because
team
that's
three, yeah. Huh.
yeah, because that's the room next to the kitchen where the halfling overheard the knocking and stuff.
yeah.
We don't know if they have a redeemer on their team or not, right?
Not that we know of, no.
Because that would be
Yeah.
my other suspect if team three has a redeemer. Otherwise, it's Gary with two R's.
Hey, team 3, you mean team 4?
Or team four.
Wait.
Oh,
Team
team.
3 is Veng's own team.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, this is quite the puzzle.
Yeah. So it sounds like Gary and Veng were talking or having an argument or something, and then went to the library, and then stuff happened there, or they found. I mean, the letter was in the middle of being written, and it was being written by
Mhm.
Veng, so it looks like Veng was interrupted there. But
Possibly by two people, right? Like someone could have came in through the window and I don't know. Like, I don't know.
yeah.
All right.
I feel like we're like this close to figuring out like a crucial piece of information. We're just missing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see the breakdown of the door opens, door closed, this happens, that happens, and see if I can puzzle out a timeline from that. But that would take some time.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what I was thinking too.
Okay, so to shorten things, you all try to find any more clue, but without much success. And the Iron Hand scouts you to the portal.
Yep.
I will. This part would be a bit longer, but since we already late, I will reduce it a bit. This is okay for everyone.
Sure.
We
Sure.
have two
Yep.
ways to do this. We could uh, end this here and play one more session and make the whole judgment, the whole trial, and then the ending. There's just one more thing before this that may take some time because there's a combat, or we can do compress this and do the final combat. What do you guys prefer?
Uh, I don't know. Maybe we should just break then and save it for one more.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Because I think it'd be kind of disappointing.
Yeah,
We
it's
spent
kind of
so much time doing this RP thing to be like, okay, well, that's what it was. Here's the answer, and that's the end.
Yeah, I
okay.
agree.
Then if we are going for one more session, then we can start with you all thinking about if you want to go somewhere else or investigate somewhere else, as we will have enough time in the next session to do this, the trial and the ending combat
Okay.
there without any problem. Then we see you all, I see you all on the last part of our adventure.
So one more, everyone. One
That's
more.
right.
I know it said it was gonna be
One more.
3. the
If we
the
could
the
solve things
4-part
faster.
one session, one shot.
Fourth part is just like that extra R in Gary.
Yeah.
It's-
Act 4, guys. Act 4. All right, sounds good. Well, thanks so much again, Michael, for hosting this.
Oh, thank you all again for having me.
It's a lot of fun. Definitely, I really always like these RP type sessions where it's a little bit of a break from the combat part, because while that's fun, it's nice to get some variation in there, and it's not
yeah,
just
it is.
bye 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 bye.
Yeah.
Hey, I cut some small parts here and there anyway to make things a bit faster as we are at the stream, and so I changed very small parts to get some specific parts a bit faster to run. But I really like this investigation, and it's very fun to DM
Yeah,
and to play. I have DM'd it a couple of times already, and with different groups, and I really like how it turned out to be.
that's pretty
It's
fun.
really it's really puzzling. Yes, some key informations may slip, and things may not be they may not be completely able to point who is the real culprit. There is even the possibility, if you went to DM this whole ordeal and make a hard mode, uh, you know that part of the dream.
Hmm.
uh,
Turn it into a
imagine
battle.
you DMing that dream that night, but getting each player away from the table, or on Discord putting everyone, each one at a time uh, on the a room,
Yeah,
so others can't hear, and you is talking about the dream and all, but you creating the sensation that maybe it was really one of them that made a crime.
yeah,
So it it may becomes even harder if you went to
Oh
play
yeah,
that
yeah,
way.
yeah,
yeah. Throw some suspicion within the group and be like, yeah, this
yeah.
person actually went and did it.
It's one of the things that is it's on the book, on the adventure, but uh, it's not. It's separated boxes. It's a possibility that the DM may choose
That's
to
good.
or
I
not
like
to
that.
use.
Yeah,
I like that a lot. That's good. Giving a little extra sort of incentive in that respect and sort of helping out, especially for newer GMs as well. I think that's a really helpful thing to do, really handy thing to do because it gives them that opportunity to think outside the box.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
excited for the RPG stuff because just this sounds like it's very it sounds very well thought out, right? With like that little bits and pieces that you're talking about there. It sounds really supportive for newer people who are coming into D&D, as well as giving options for people who are more experienced with D&D, which is really good to see and really good to hear. And the classes so far feel balanced, but we're only level 3, right? But it's
yep.
so far they seem pretty balanced.
Yeah, there is, for example, there is on the adventure a what happened that explains minute by minute what really happened, so the DM
Oh,
can
interesting.
check and know the the actions, and for example the sounds, uh, closing window, open window, and chair. There is
Oh,
uh,
interesting.
it's there. There is some
I'm
We'll
there.
excited
have
to
to
see
piece it
that because
together.
that'll be really yeah, that's really good. I'm excited to see that. I wish I had taken some extra notes. I'm
Is
terrible at
this?
taking notes.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
right?
There's sometimes it's just that stuff's going too fast to write it all down too.
Yeah, that's
Is
true
this
too.
this sample plot? Is this in the main campaign?
Yes, this is
This
the
is the
first
start.
character of the campaign. It
Okay.
starts with this. You are
So
playing
Darren,
the
if we
second.
look up the solution, you're not allowed to solve it later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Read
Yeah.
it when we're all done this, actually. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
But
just
Darren's probably gonna be playing in the campaign later when I
I
DM
can take
it.
a back
with
seat. I
you,
mean, I've
right? Yeah.
fireballed demons before in other games. I'm not, as much as I sometimes joke about my knowledge metagame going off, I don't use metagame knowledge within the
Yeah.
campaigns. Like, it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yep. But it's pretty cool that we could create this
Mhm.
with all the details and made it easier to DM and have the details.
Mhm.
That it's hard to
Yeah.
make something that has a lot of details and they are important everything, but at the same time it's easier for the GM to understand and remember and run. So
Mhm.
we tried our best to organize everything in a way that makes it easier for the DM. So
Yeah.
that's an important part of this. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, for everyone that may not know, this is the last week of the Tanares RPG Kickstarter. This Thursday, I believe, at 7 p.m. Central Daylight Saving Times, my time, that is going to be the very end of the campaign. So make sure to get in there before it closes. I am hopefully planning to try to do like a live stream at least for like the last 2 hours or so before the end of the campaign and see if I can get somehow like Dan or somebody else to get on here. We'll see. And kind of bringing in the end of the campaign. So anyway, that is going to be it for tonight. Thanks again, everyone, for playing and everyone watching. And we'll see you at the next one. Thanks.